Please tell me you're here to... Welcome aboard, Deputy. I was tracking... Bastards got the drop. As you can see, I... Just patch her up enough to get to... Thanks. Thanks. That should... You're right. They were pretty beat up, so I don't think they got real far. But if they make it back to their hideout, we can't let that happen.
They look to be heading for Polvo's moon.
Good hunting.
Sorry, I plain forgot what I wanted to talk with you about. That girl. I mean, I love her more than life itself, but I can only say the same damn thing so many times. That's Cora to a T. I mean, this is between me and you, but Cora wasn't exactly planned. I don't know if I mentioned, but I served a spell in the Freestar Rangers. Had a partner, Lillian Hartz. She's one of their top rangers, so they keep her in the field a lot. That's how she likes it. It wasn't always like it is now. Hell, when Cora was born, I was completely out of my depth. For the first few months, I kept thinking, what a colossal mistake I made. But one late night, early morning, whatever, little Cora gave me my first smile. And I knew I'd do anything for that girl. Well, Mrs. Lillian Coe was right there with me. And as bad as I had it with nursing at all hours, I know I had it comparatively easy. But that don't mean those first few months were good by any stretch of the imagination. Yeah, big old mean Sam Coe loves his daughter. You said Cora's great, and I think, but I see so much of myself in her. I've done things I'm not proud of. Said things even worse. I try to be better for Cora, but is she gonna fall into the same traps? Maybe. I know it seems crazy, towing her across the stars, but I'm not exactly her mother. And what, have her raised by Jacob, my dad? I'd sooner ship her off to Vladimir. You think? Well, she does say the damnedest things. And if she just learned to pick up after herself, she just might live until she's 13. this was literally nothing
All right, Adela.
until Ron Hope came here.
Deep breath. Oh, God.
Right. Right. When I signed on to be a freight captain, I was expecting long hours and dull routes. And now I'm a hair away from being I have credits and... So, I fly a rust bucket called the Markab for a small shipping line. We do bulk shipping, boring stuff like actuators. And have you ever had a standard boring job? So I just got assigned to the Markov. The first shipment, slacks. As soon as I left Neon and got scanned, everyone demanding I power down, hand over the contraband, or sometimes just firing. I skipped the system, ditched the cargo, and have been running ever since. I don't know. I was just flying for my life, but some bad... I'm getting to that part. Sorry. A tracker just landed and I just know he's hunting a bounty. Me. But the trick is, everyone knows the ship. But my info isn't in the database yet. All they got is my last name, Fahim. So if you go into the pit stop and claim you're Captain Fahim of the Markab... I don't know. I don't want anyone to get hurt. You are the best. He's the one with the cowboy hat. Just stay.
Hello.
Payday is always a good day.
I'm new in town. You look... What's your name, stranger? Might buy you a drink. Fahim, huh? Came in on that ship, the Markup? I bet you didn't know it. But I'm a Two ways this can go. Bounty says you made off with a haul of medical supplies. And I get a bonus if I turn the shipment inside out. I figure they're in the mark. Looks like a place that doesn't mind some color. Or you can surrender. I trank you up, deliver you, they kill you. Nobody ever picks that option. So you didn't shoot your way off Neon, Fahim? The bounty is pretty damn clear. But something don't see... Maybe. Maybe not. Something doesn't add up. Slag steel, huh? I guess they don't. And all I have to... I believe you'd say just about anything. Well, I'm done talking.
This can't be happening. I heard the fighting. Take this reward. I have to go before... That's... Just need a few supplies and... I have to go. Like, now. I mean, maybe At my 6th birthday, since the tracker's on world, I'm sure he's got eyes on the...
I don't want to hear any complaints.
Keep an eye on your valuables.
You made it. Those outlaws didn't give you too... I can walk, talk, and breathe without too much pain. That's good enough for me. I'm sure they didn't want to die any more than you did. It's a pointless and stupid waste of life, but you've got good timing. A courier just came in from Aquila. The marshal sends his... I was surprised as hell to learn about the starship theft. Nobody said a word? Anyway, Mr. Hope can see us whenever you're ready, if you need to take a little...
His office is upstairs. He's in a meeting, but it should be wrapping up.
Trucks in space. Their motto always cracks me up.
Ron Hope isn't just the founder and president of Hope Tech. He's on the Council of Governors. The council oversees the Freestar Rangers, so don't rile him up. I've spent a long time trying to build a good relationship with Hope. He comes on a little strong, but there's a lot to admire about the man. Everything you see around you, he built. Pretty much everyone in this town knows him for their livelihood. Can't begin to imagine the kind of pressure that must put on someone. All I'm saying is, try to show a little respect.
All the way up. Is it just me, or does every executive in the Senate systems have an office at the top? I guess being above everyone makes them feel like they're, well, above everyone.
By not spending a single credit that I didn't have.
I guess I could offer double shifts. It'll push payroll pretty high, but I think it's a worthwhile trade-off. As for parts, we could try outsourcing. Do a contract with scavengers maybe, but that's a decision that's gotta be made upstairs.
Talk to Elaine about the scavengers. It's not a bad idea, provided we get a good deal. And I don't mean a fair deal. I mean a good deal. Remember, it's not just our bottom line that matters. We're also responsible for the welfare of everyone in the factory. We look out for our people here, Bridget. That's a point of great personal pride.
Excuse me, Mr. Hope?
Well now, the Freestar Rangers. At last! Ah, damn, good to see you. I think we're done here, Bridget.
Yes, sir.
This is the deputy I told you about.
Splendid. Splendid! It's a noble calling being a Freestar Ranger. We certainly could use more of you. I'm sure I don't have to tell you what an outrage it is to have a ship. Oh, justice. That's good news. Of course, I want the thief found and brought. I'm sure I don't need to remind you. Then I trust that you know what I expect of you. Now, tell me that you've at least got a lead of some kind. Well, sadly, there's... I suppose the chance to cut costs by stealing a ship was too good to pass up? Well, I'm not sure. Because I told them not to. If word got out, it would do irreparable. I'm in fierce competition with others. What's more, every starship thief in the settled systems What? Nonsense! We vet our people thoroughly here. Hoped. Nevertheless, I suppose I could have Cosette. Rest assured, if we turn... We questioned everyone who was in the building when it happened. And not... Frankly, I think that's both highly unlikely and more than... However, I can't deny there are times when... No, nothing at all. Not that it didn't have great value, mind you. Hope Tech. You can bet my ships last twice as long as anything Stroud Eklund makes. Very well. I need you to... This town is home to men. I provide jobs that put food on their tables. If word gets out about the stolen ship, my investors...
You've got a reputation for looking after your own. I'm sure the deputy here will keep...
Is that so? Well, I'm glad to hear it. I've worked hard. I'm glad we...
I'm sorry to interrupt, Mr. Hope, but there's been a development.
Not now, Cosette. I'm in the middle of something.
But sir, we have new information. I've just received a report that the stolen ship was seen landing at Neon just after the theft.
A breakthrough at last. Well, Deputy, it sounds like you'll be heading to Neon, which means I can get back to work. Remember what we discussed. My people are depending on
Hey, can I get a word? That wasn't as helpful as it could have been. Still, at least... Let's hope. So, guess you're headed for Neon. There's a ranger station. He's a little different than the rest of us. He should be able to help you out. Well, we've both got work to do. It was good to meet you, Deputy. Yeah, the question of who helped the starship thief is... Don't you worry. You be careful in Neon.
Looks like you got some fines to clear. Good. I'll take any stolen property or contraband you might.
Off-worlders. Nothing ever good comes from them.
Ron hopes the best thing that happened.
Home sweet home.
Are you working toward that next technological leap? Then let Ryujin Industries help you get there. Fill out an application today to become part of the most advanced technology corporation in the settled systems.
See? I told you. Look at this place. Ridiculous, right?
You good? Why would someone open a mining supplies business on an ocean planet?
Exactly. I can't believe this place is still open. I give it a few more months before this loser packs
Here
it
to
in.
purchase some mining goods?
Oh, don't be such a jerk. We should look around and see if there's something we...
Yeah, sure. You want to waste your credits? You go right ahead.
Welcome, welcome. The first time I laid eyes on this building, you see, when I opened this shop, I had grand, yet here I am, only a few years later. That would be a blessing, my friend. You would do that for a total stranger? I've come up with an idea that I'm hoping will generate a lot of interest in my business. If you could bring these flyers to some of the other vendors. Many Indian keep to their own, and I believe this is James Newell and his Merchant Alliance friends are on the right track. But we must unify, band together. In the meantime, we will refer people to each other's shops. I would be at Neon's mercy, living in a sleep crate, but wonderful, simple. I appreciate your help. Certainly, my friend. Listen to me, my friend. I hear what the people say on the street. I was aiming so much higher, hoping to attract these space travelers. It was stupid to assume I could corner the market on mining supplies and raw materials without a solid fund. I hope you have a... Let me know if you need. It was good of you. I am confident. Please let me know
in some of your
when those
mining
flyers
gear,
have been handed.
but I'm gonna need a discount.
I'm sorry, my friend, but prices are set in stone. I'm afraid I cannot provide any discounts.
Kikuchi's a lot of fun. They even bring Corey here.
If it's too hot to handle, we can take it off your hands.
Yeah? Buying, selling, or moving? Yeah? Well, then let me... You either walked into the TA to buy some goods, sell some goods, or have some liberated. So, instead of waiting... Now that's what I'm talking about. I don't need it. Now we're getting somewhere.
Clover over at Calcourt, she's too.
Neon.
Hey there. Got the shakes, huh? Don't worry. Doc Manning will fix you up.
Is that obvious? Yeah, haven't zoned in like a week. My whole body feels like it's crumbling.
You aren't looking well at all.
Coming down off Aurora.
Perhaps you better sit down.
Took me months to shake it off.
The doc, he isn't gonna, rat me out.
Oh my goodness. All right. Tell me what happened to you.
Hell, that's what they want.
Well, if it works.
Unfortunately, you see, the more Aurora that a user absorbs, the more resistance their body builds up to its active ingredients. That means the user needs larger and larger doses in order to feel. Eventually, the doses get so incredibly large, the user's nervous. That's a very wise. Since you're clearly a first-time visitor to Reliant Neon, I'd love to offer you. I can assure you it. You see, I'm a bit at odds with the current administrator of Neon. His drug is turning. We've argued about it on more than one occasion, and all he's done is try to persuade. I've spoken to the people at Reliant Medical Corporate. I've talked to the Freestar Rangers. I've even gone to... Every answer is always the same. We're working. Then you understand what I'm up. At this point, I've resorted to asking anyone that has a ship registered. I pay them for the supplies, of course, but it's the only way I can sneak. Now, if there's anything else I can do. I wouldn't mind a bit of extra traffic as long as the supplies allow. Aurora stimulates the neural circuits in the brain, specifically targeting the neural. This causes significant sensory hallucinations, both auditory. As you can imagine, this state is highly addictive, and the user gets... I'm sure we can get you... That would be amazingly helpful. It's a relief to meet someone who gives a damn about anyone other than... Oh, and I'll pay you directly for the supplies, of course. It's the only way I can sneak them past Bayou's people at the spaceport. I use the proceeds from my paying customers, and by cutting a few expenses here and there. It's not a bother, really. The cots here at the facility are actually quite comfortable. There's nothing to worry about. As long as packages aren't coming off. That's why this has to be done slowly and methodically. If I get to... There's nothing else to be done about it. Anyway, I have a contact over at the clinic in the Narian system. Thank you so much for doing this. You have no idea. Let me look you over. Not so bad, really. Straightforward zipper job, really. Yeah, good as... Stay away from Aurora. Please state the nature of your medical emergency. We both apprenticed under Mary Cartwright at the medical facility in Aquila City. Abby and I got along exceptionally well. Don't get me wrong. I almost felt bad leaving her behind when I was hired to work for Reliant in Neon. But I reached out to her a few months ago when I ran into trouble here, and... If you need help, remember Reliant.
What?
Is that dangerous? Brightest of today, make your ultimate discovery.
You wanna head to Euphorica after after work tonight?
Nah, I'm feeling a little burnt out. I think I need a break.
Welcome to Sick Heart's Outfitters.
You know, that actually sounds like a good idea.
An artifact? Are you making this up? Well, like I said, if I don't have it, you. I've spent years perfecting my business by polling customers. So take your time. Haven't heard that one before, but I have a lot of overhead in. Just between you and me, this is a prime spot right next to the space. Oh, yes, absolutely. I picked up the habit from my mother. She was an extraordinary wise as well. If she was still alive, she would have told me to move my shop. You'd think that, right? Unfortunately. Anyway, I don't want to bore you with the deep. So why don't you help out a poor shopkeeper? Business could always be. I've been at this location for the last 8 years, but I've had a business in me. As soon as Ryujin broke ground on the tower, I knew the city would start swarming. I love this business. It's my life. My dear mother would have said the same thing. The fees here are quite expensive. It has not always been easy, but I've been at this. You won't find another store like mine on Neon. Sure, I have.
If you have any questions about on behalf of Stroud Eklund, our company prides we use groundbreaking. You can configure. I'm glad you enjoyed. Feel free to have a look around our showroom. Cross promotion? I don't think. He speak to Neon a few times, but what I can say is that, despite what's been when I was applying for my position here, I wasn't certain that it was Issa herself that approved my application. Gave me a She's truly a remarkable, compassionate. If you're in the market for spacecraft, please don't forget about us.
Why did you drag me in here? You said you wanted to buy something nice for your girlfriend, so here we are.
Do you think I've suddenly inherited a fortune? This place is way out of my price range.
Yes. Can I help you?
Hey, you're the one that told me.
Are you sure you're in the right place?
There's expensive, and then there's the Emporium. This place is in a class all by itself.
Yeah, I guess. Take a look around. If you find something.
Please forgive my disrespect. We have quite a few... In fact, there's a particular Seoka member who calls himself... The Seoka Syndicate, of course. I'm surprised. They're a group of organized criminals who use threats and violence to push their own. They're based out of Neon, but no one... You mean kill him? Even if I wanted to, I wouldn't know how.
That's a real quick way to get yourself and your family floating to the bottom of the ocean. No easy solutions on Neon.
Anyway, I've already taken up too much of your valuable time. Oh? Oh my goodness, that's such a relief. Headlock's quite a dangerous gentleman. I believe you can find him hanging out somewhere. You say that, but Seoka aren't exactly pushovers when it comes to this sort of... Anyway, that's exquisite goods for discerning tastes. I believe he's a newer member of Seoka. They pulled him up out of one of this. If you are wondering how I know about that, he boasts he's quite a large gentleman. Look, if he somehow disappeared, you'd be Come back soon. You never know what we'll have for sale.
We've been here now already. Maybe you should have figured out what you wanted before we came.
I just never thought I'd have the credits to
But
be here.
everyone can
I
use
don't wanna screw
FaceTime
it up.
once in a while. Welcome to an... If you're tired of seeing that same... Our state-of-the-art... For a small, one-time fee, you can enhance your...
Pitching in the last few months to save up for your birthday.
I'll take a look.
You didn't have every detail already imagined.
If you're looking for
I
a new
thought I
you,
did, but with
always
enhanced
ready
as
to go.
options, it's serious choice overload.
Welcome, off-worlder, to the Hotel Volai. Your home away from...
Plenty of space available.
Welcome to the Hotel Volai.
I think you'll be pleasantly surprised that our luxury...
We have finally appointed spacious suites, all featuring fan. Best of all, each room is security protected with an encrypted password lock.
My hotel is completely free from administrative influence, so you can rest assured that you'll be... Well, almost every bit. They claim that it's because Neon occupies such a prime location, having close proximity to Ryujin. But I think you and I... No miracle, just some good, but that's a story for another So... Oh, thanks. I'll definitely... Maybe after you've rented a room for a few nights, I might let you in on my secret. For now, it'll just... Sorry. I just need some time to see if I can... Let me know if I can help you while you're visiting Neon.
Word is the Borealis, you know? DJ? Froth was moping around with his awesome performance.
Good to see ya.
People joke. Say those Varun zealots worship a snake.
You lost, kiddo?
Just something I call everyone. Nothing. I had some high hopes for this shop back when my husband and I opened it a while. These days, snacks, drinks, odds in it. Thought we'd snag a few of the Astro Lounge clubgoers who might want something to go on them. Turns out we were more appealing. We'll see about that. I may not be on the main strip, but lucky for me, my regulars are at the... Never heard of them. Now, are you gonna buy? Well, now that I know you're serious, yeah, I know Headlock can't stand them. And I heard that boy doesn't know how to keep himself out of trouble. He's a customer. You're not here to interrogate me, so let's get back on track. Well, if any place should be terrorized, in any case, if you're so desperate to find him, he and his friends are probably... I gotta ask. I have no affection for him whatsoever. He's a good-for-nothing. I wouldn't mind seeing him get smacked around and put in his place. But that doesn't mean I think he should be killed. You're every bit a thug that... I'm done talking with you. You have your info, and I... Come again.
Who the hell are you? And who do we have here? You here for business, or to get your head caved in? Is that so? I'm not just some low-life thug anymore. You mess with me, you'll mess with the whole syndicate. The Ebbside Strikers. I ran with them for a good long while, but I couldn't even feed myself when I was with them. Clawed myself out of the... My talents were being squandered with the strike. Oh, so you think you're funny, huh? Keep talking. So go on, hotshot. Give me a reason why I should leave Tevin and his... They realized I'm an asset, of course. I'm tough, dependable. Go on, enlighten me. But don't waste my time. It's annoying how you're making sense right now. That is just... wow. I do it because I like doing it. I don't... Oh, come on. You weren't even... It's gonna take a lot more than that. You asshole. I told you I'm not someone to mess with. You should have showed a little respect.
No fun.
We do what we must, right?
Look, man, have a heart. I can't pay right now, but I'll spot you next time, okay?
Do I look like an idiot? Tell me, do I have a sign that says idiot taped to my back? I appreciate your help with this matter, but please, don't get yourself killed on my account. Oh my. Know that I'm not one to get involved with the rabble, so I'm glad. Please visit us again if you're in the market for luxury items.
You didn't hear this.
Take it easy.
So glad you stopped by today. Ah, thank you so much, my friend. Thank you for taking the time to... Farewell, my friend. And tell everyone we have plenty of mining supplies and stuff.
Hey, I don't care who you work for. You can't just... Oh. The one and only. Well, the marshal's message said you were following a lead. Truth is, a lot of stolen goods flow through here. You're not listening. This isn't Aquila City. The people who run this place aren't overly... Our job is to keep the peace, make sure the last thing anyone around here wants is...
Neon's a tough assignment. The ecosystem is rigged against it.
That would be He's out to squeeze every credit he can from the people of this city. He's also got a seat on the Council of Governors, which proves that if you... I pick my battles. Our first duty is to protect them, but sometimes you have to choose which people to protect. Rookies.
It's just not that easy.
Your stolen ship would have had to land at the spaceport if it was right off. There's a guy I know, Billy Clayton. I'll introduce you, but don't... Come on. That was pretty impressive how you volunteered to help out with the bank heist in Aquila City. Yeah, I read all the reports. I learned quickly that in Neon, staying informed and staying alive are closely linked. What stood out to me was that you didn't lose a single hostage. No wonder the Marshal tried to recruit you right away. If he hadn't, it would have made him look like a fool, having some random stranger step in and do the job he couldn't. Now, if someone tried to hold up a bank here, they'd be gunned down without a moment's... I need to impress that upon you.
Whoa. Bad part of town, buddy. I'm gonna do you a favor. Head back to Bay.
It's never that simple. Justice can...
Hey, your ass not mine on the line. Us crate rats used to think the Ebside strikers were awful, with all the muggings and shakedowns, but not that dumb. Kinda wish they weren't just holed up in Madame Sauvage's. Well, you find them at Madame Sauvage's. They're always holding something so helpful. What with the disciples and all. Yep. Hey, thanks. Look, I mean it. Go back to the plaza. Ain't nothing but...
Catherine Lucian keeps demanding we look into her husband's murder. Murder. Yeah, right. Hysterical old broad.
Second. What? Oh, shoot. Give me a scare. I thought you wanted to check. Far from it. Our new deputy here is working the case, and I thought you might be able to help. Take it away, rookie.
What do you need? Right out of the factory? Damn, that's pretty impressive. Well, here's the thing. Neon's got no end of shipjackers. I see them come and go every day. It's tough for a guy to remember one from the other.
I can see where this is going.
Whoa, relax. No need to get rough.
Come on. That's only gonna make things work.
I can help you, but right now my life is in danger. Freestar Rangers are supposed to protect. You need to hear this. It's about my brother. He died while still in debt to a syndicate loan shark by the name of Emmett Goodman. Now, Goodman's coming after me to collect.
This Emmett Goodman.
Yeah, he's bad even by Neon standards. That's saying something. I swear it on my best. Goodman's holed up in one of the warehouses on Epside. Place is locked up tight, but there's a guard who watches the door.
I'll stay with Billy in case Goodman's men come to collect.
I don't know about you, but I felt I could do a lot worse than Constellation.
Maybe I should just get out of here.
Private property. You'd better keep walking. This is private property. Nah, I don't think so. Neon's got a ranger, and you ain't him. Do you now? I'm not falling for that. I don't think so. Come on, don't be... The answers. Maybe you got it. As long as you behave yourself and don't overstay. This will get you in. You better watch it.
Something I can do for you, friend. Well now, always happy to have a visitor. Tell me, what brings you by? Such harsh. Have I loan credits to help those? I'm well within my rights to collect my due, and if payment is late...
As long as what he's doing is legal.
Now that's where you're wrong. Cal agreed to my terms, including collect. It ain't my fault he dragged Billy into it. What's your stake in this anyway? But you're making it my business. I have a legal right to collect what's owed to... Then offer me something I want, and I'll consider it. Well, that ain't wrong. Let's just calm down now. You got something, and something's better than nothing. You come walking in here drunk on your newfound authority, thinking maybe it's time I show you.
Good stuff. The rest. I gotta get out of here! Get medieval.
Not sure how much longer I can survive doing this.
Enjoy one of our distinct coffee flavors.
I've seen them at least 3 times now. They hit the bars, buy a lot of drinks, and talk about how great they are, how they almost won the war single-handed.
In other words, they're recruiting.
Yeah, pretty successful too. The locals really eat up that former war heroes crap. It's been more than 20 years. I think nobody even cared anymore.
To a lot of people, war heroes is exactly what they were.
Yeah, I know what you mean. When I was a kid, my friends and I used to pretend we were first cavalry soldiers fighting off imaginary UC troops.
A lot of kids played that game.
Did you talk to Goodman? I didn't mean to put you in harm's way. I was hoping he'd come around when he saw you.
Took me about a week on the job to learn that doesn't usually work around here.
Okay, time for me. The woman you're looking for is named Grace Early. Stealing ships is her line of work. She usually comes here to sell the good. Rumor has it she just finished a job for some mercenary outfit. And she's been throwing money around, so must have paid.
I know her. When she isn't out on a job, she's a regular at Map. That's on the upper platform.
Be careful. We run into those. Look, I ain't gonna stand around here all day, right? You want the stuff or not?
I'm still interested, but you're asking for doubled the going rate.
What? You think this stuff falls from the sky?
Look, I've bought a war on the street before, and I've never paid this much.
What are you looking at? This?
Only the upstairs. Don't bother my customers.
Fine, upstairs. You used to be people were afraid of the strikers. We had a name. Now the disciples got us penned up in this.
Andrea!
Fine, fine. Do you have anything else? So you stroll in here and want to meet with Briggs? Maybe you should meet with the business end of my shiv, huh?
No blood in my shop, Andrea. I'm this close to tossing the lot of you out on a...
Fine already. You're lucky. You know, I'll just do that. This sucked.
Who's this?
Someone says they might want to join.
A recruit? Been a while.
I know, right? Savage says we can't go killing people around here anymore.
We shouldn't be doing that anyhow. You want to join us? We're not some daring adventure bullshit you can brag to your friends about. People that come to us. There was a time when we were the only ones that kept those psychos in line. Let me tell you about us. What makes the Strikers? It's us against every goddamn thing the world can throw at us.
It's been a little too much of that hell going round.
Vogel, not the time. We do everything we can to make sure everyone's got a roof. I prefer we fleece the marks, not kill them. Better for everyone in the long run. But you do. I really can't say I blame you. Andrea?
What?
I don't suppose you've reconsidered.
This is Striker.
Ebside is where all the loser and sad stories end up, once Neon and Administrator Bayou has used them up. Surviving here ain't easy. Sometimes blood's got to flow just to get food paid. But we only take what... Not so fast. What would you bring to this? Confident. I like... Done anything special? Something... Right. So you're one of those. I'm not sure what your game is. You're going up against the Disciples. Everyone in Ebside's been chewed up and some people snap and snap. The test is to find out who has been armed. We're fully in alignment.
The Disciples have been and are a real problem.
There's a warehouse they use, one of our friends.
Oh, that's my job. I was going to go in.
You want it? Too bad, Vogel. I want someone that can snatch it from them. Ideally with them never even knowing it happened. Consider this your audition.
And I'll be your number
Focus
one
on
fan.
that.
Maybe you'd like to try a velocity. New customer. Bienvenue. Oh, this is my place. That means everyone in here is under my... Oh, well, thank you very much for the compliment. I'm told my family tree traces itself back to Europe, on Earth, specifically the region. Finally, someone who listens and does what they're told.
Thank you kindly, Madame Sauvage.
So, what can Madame Sauvage get you? You want information? Go read a book. You want a... they... Au revoir.
workout.
Don't break a leg.
Do what it takes to survive. You're no use to anyone dead.
Because it's an audition. Whatever.
So, stealth was a no-go, but... So you're in. Everyone thinks the Ebside Strikers are out for the count. But now that we know where the disciples are getting their gun... Trying to score points with the boss. You might want to say hello to the rest of the gang. They should be friendlier. Or, after you take some deserved R&R, hit up Hatchet for any gear you may need, and a job I got in mind for you.
Leon's a living thing. Huh. So you survived. Andrea thought Briggs wanted you. Andrea has lost more than any of us. She used to be a pilot, had a ship, a life. Now she walks the hard road of staying clean. Leaves her in a bad mood. Andrea does what she has to. Everyone is hard because they have to be. These streets, they chew up the weak. They leave them broken or dead in the gutters. So the job is, we let the streets know the strikers are back. Hacking the signs is easy. Briggs said he prefers no blood. Good. If you need things too, good luck.
What's up?
Pardon?
What a city, am I right?
Got a second to chat? I'm in the market for a job that'll get me out of Neon. If you need some...
I think so. I've never been on one before, but I'm a quick learner, and
I hear the space lanes are getting more dangerous every day.
it might be nice. Oh.
This place is like my
A
state.
Freestar Ranger and his... Now that's what I call real conviction. So how come I'm talking to the sidekick instead of the...
This is the deputy's case.
Is that so? And you had to bring backup? Anyway, this ain't my first A time or two, maybe more. And yet here I am, walking free. I'm guessing this is the part where you tell me that you've got quests. That sound about right? So I stole a ship. Nobody got hurt. I didn't even keep the damn thing. It was a contract. I was hired to get it for some men. Don't even know where it is now. It was just a job. Look, they didn't tell me what they were gonna do. How was I supposed to know they were gonna go after some farmer?
You should have asked when you took the contract. If that woman had been killed, you'd be an accessory to murder. Did you think about that?
I do want to make things right. I was approached by a woman named Maya Cruz. Said she was a senior member of the First and that she had a job. She was working with someone inside Hope Tech and pitched me on the... We were deep into planning the job when she had some kind of... She said she needed surgery. That was a few weeks ago. No, but it sounded serious. She was upset. Didn't seem right I should pry, so... Only some kind of offhanded comment about their client wanting to expand the operation ahead of schedule. In my line of work, you learn not to ask a lot of questions. You serious? Not long after that, I got a message from a guy named Marco. He said he was the money man. Never met him directly, though. It was always through... Got the feeling he was paranoid as hell.
Do you have one of those encrypted slates on you right now?
Yeah. Here. Anything else you want to know? No. Nothing at all. Left me feeling a little disappointed, given how well they paid me. Not so much as a hint, I'll tell you.
Bankrolling the First must take a lot of money. Sure, he's got all kinds of side hustles.
Nothing, really. I was told. Yeah, sure.
Next time you're at the Rock, you should give that encrypted slate. He's got a gift for cryptog. I'm gonna head back. Good?
Then I'm free to go. Oh. Guess I ain't used to the lobby.
Talk to Ranger Shadid.
When you get a moment, can we talk?
How long have you been here?
About a year now, Doctor.
Hello.
And
many times have we had this conversation?
I'm probably fine. Yeah, I'm fine.
Dr. Cartwright in Aquila City said I was crazy when I told her I wanted to transfer here. Hey, let's keep our voices down. That being said, I've been expecting someone. I have some supplies I can give you. Should be more than enough. What the clinic doesn't know won't hurt them. I'm putting my job on the line to do this, but I know that. But if the clinic finds out, then I'm out of a job and need. Of course, you'll find the supplies on your ship.
This is Freestar Space. Please hold your current speed and heading while we scan you. For contraband. All right, you're good.
Ryujin Industries is looking for the young, bright
What can Reliant Medical do for you? What can Reliant Medical do for you? Great! You really came through. Here,